G'day everyone and welcome back to my FIFA 21 Arsenal career mode. This is episode 2 of season 2 and I'm getting right into it straight away here. Going to be making our first signing of the season. It's going to be Upamecano, centre back, to replace, basically replacing David Luiz from last season, but after that Liverpool game I can see that Holding's probably not quite good enough to be first team worthy if I want to go and win the title, say. I don't think he's quite good enough for that. I think he's definitely good enough to be part of the squad and he's a good backup just in case someone gets injured, but I think Gabriel and Upamecano will make a great duo and hopefully we can get to a decision here. Obviously I'm going by my own transfer budget. I'm not using the one that they give me because I think that's just ridiculous amounts of money and that's not realistic at all. As you know, I am trying to keep this realistic. So I've been keeping up to date with the rumours and the links we've had previous as well as right now, and Upamecano's been on the radar and I'm going to bring him in here. As you see, it ended up costing us about 80 mil and we're going to give him a very decent role. Just going to say important, even though he'll be playing basically every single Premier League and Champions League game. Him and Gabriel will be a great duo with Tierney and Bellerin as the fullbacks. Don't think I need to upgrade them at all. Probably looking to get in maybe another little player or two just for some squad depth or just to get some more realistic signings in. But here we're getting straight into his debut here, his first impression as it says there. But yeah, I think he's going to be a rock in defence for us. As our first game of the Premier League season is going to be up against Leeds as we get it to Bella and he whips it down to Pepe, who's somehow onside. Couldn't even see him in the frame there. It cuts obviously onto his trusty left. Gets it to Auer, who finds Aubameyang and Aubameyang scores. I thought Aubameyang might have been offside as well, but no. He's onside and our captain scores the first goal of our Premier League season. No surprise there, as he's going to be looking to win the Golden Boot this year. And Tierney just bombing up the wing now. Draws the defender, then plays it to Saka. Saka, who's got a starting role so far this season, plays it to Aubameyang, and Aubameyang heads it home. And that's 2 goals in the first 20 minutes for Arsenal and Aubameyang. This decision I think I made to put him up front and sell Lacazette, although it was a hard one to make, I think it's the right one already. As Leeds look to attack now in the second half, definitely going to have to step up if they want to get anything from this game. And they get it into Rodrigo. Rodrigo with the cutback, lays it off to, I don't know who that is, Sevcic? I just shouldn't even try to pronounce that name, but he gets one back for him. And they're back in the game as Bellerin bombs forward again to Aubameyang, plays it through to Reece Nelson, who's came on for Pepe. Looking to see a lot more of Reece this season, hopefully, but he slows down there and just shoots that very poorly and a terrible finish from him there. Hoping to expect a lot better from him this season, but hopefully that'll come with more game time. As you see, we've got Guendouzi to Auer. I've got Guendouzi and Torreira back in the squad this season. As it comes to Aubameyang, he plays it back to Thomas Partey, and it's a Partey, alright. We go up 3-1. Sealing the game there. Thomas Partey had a wonderful season last year, and we actually did get one more, but I didn't bother including that because the game was already over. As you see, Leeds actually played really well. They had 6 shots, 6 on target, which is more than us, and they had more possession, but we're just more clinical as a team, and that's what you like to see. As you see, we got rid of Willian here, so Luiz and Willian have both gone now. Ex-Chelsea men, don't want them in the club. They're too old, they're not going to get any better, and I don't think they're good enough if we want to progress and try to win the league this season after finishing on a great run of form and coming second in the Premier League and also winning the FA Cup. But here we have Liverpool again, trying to get revenge from that Community Shield where we lost on penalties. They whip in a corner and Firmino has a chance, but Leno with a great save, and we're looking to counter. But Liverpool get it back. Hernandez to Firmino, plays it into Salah, and Salah on his right foot this time whips it home. Not much Leno could do about that one, unfortunately. And the Egyptian King's back at it. Looking to respond straight away now, though, with Tierney to Saka to Torreira. I love Torreira, hoping he has a good year. He finds Saka, who whips it in. Aubameyang's back post, and a great finish there from Aubameyang. And a great cross there from Saka. So the Saka to Aubameyang connection's really working well so far. Back-to-back games, he's whipped it in and scored, which is what you want to see. Saka has a big future here at this club, and Aubameyang might only have 1 or 2 top years left. But ours has been given a paddock, whips it over to Saka, and what's he going to do this time? Step over, cuts it back, gets it to Auer, to Torreira. Nicely worked here to Pepe, back to Torreira, to Pepe, We're just playing around with it. Great ball movement. Falls to Thomas Partey, who tries to crack one, but it gets blocked. Bellerin crosses it back post, and it's Auer on the back stick. And we go up 2-1 in the first half. Goals galore so far this episode. And a great cross there from Bellerin. But we're into the dying stages now, and it falls to Mo Salah, to Alexander-Arnold, to Henderson, to Alexander-Arnold, to Fabinho. They have to go forward here. Firmino crosses it, but it's fallen to Bellerin, and he clears it. And Thomas Partey manages to get the ball, and we hold on there for a big win early on in the season. It might not feel like much now, but later on in the season, those 3 points are going to come in very handy. As we get straight into the next one now against Brighton. Should be a much easier game this time. But Brighton are on the attack early on here with McAllister. Bellerin with a tackle, but it falls straight to them. Belotti has it now. And he absolutely does Upamecano there, but Leno with a great save. Falls out to, I think that was Origi, the ex-Liverpool man. And we block it, and we're on the counter now. We get it down to Pepe, and Pepe's got speed to burn. He cuts inside, finds Auer, waits for the runners. No one comes to tackle him, but he gives it off. We find it down to Bellerin. Inside to Pepe, Pepe to Auer, to Aubameyang. Is he onside? He is, and he beautifully finishes it around the keeper. Aubameyang in great form. Definitely going to be our top scorer this year, you'd think, unless he gets a horrific injury. It shouldn't happen, as Auer finds Aubameyang again, and Aubameyang's going to take it first time, but Matt Ryan, the Australian goalkeeper, with a great save, keeping Brighton in it. Maybe I should have taken a touch there and gone on his left, but I decided to hit it first time. As from the corner now, we whip it in, and Gabriel's actually going to get his head on this and score. It looked like he headed it onto the defender because it kind of just looped over the keeper. But a great finish from our star centre-back there, Gabriel. And we're into the second half now. Auer. Just no one comes to tackle him. He has all day. Finds Aubameyang. Aubameyang's going to cut inside and finesse it. And what a world-class finish from a world-class player. Our captain, Aubameyang. What else do you expect? Goes on to score and seal the game as we win 3-0. Aubameyang with another great man-of-the-match type performance. As well as Gabriel getting on the score sheet there, which you definitely take, as he won't be scoring too many, you'd think. But he's definitely a danger man from the corner. As we get into our last game of this episode, you see the next episode is going to be the month of September. But yeah, make sure to leave in the comments below if I should bring anyone else in by the end of the transfer window. What you see, we're top of the league after 3 games on 9 points. Changed the squad up a little bit for this one. Brought in Saliba for Upamecano and Guendouzi in for Torreira just to give him a little bit of a rest. But there wasn't much happening in this game as we skipped to very deep into the second half. We get it to Guendouzi, to Willock, to Tierney. And Tierney's going to whip a ball in, but it was a very bad ball. Falls out to Bellerin, but Bellerin's going to reset the attack here with Saliba, to Thomas Partey, to Joe Willock. What's he going to do? He's going to ball roll, cut back, find Guendouzi, who finds Martinelli, and Martinelli turns and scores. A great goal from Martinelli. Came on for Aubameyang, wasn't his day, and Martinelli has showed he's up to the job and up to the task as Martinelli wins the game for us. You see there was quite a dead game. We defended very well. West Ham didn't even have a shot on target the whole game. As you see the other results there, Manchester City getting the win over Brighton and Liverpool over Manchester. But yeah, at the end of the episode and the end of the month, you see we're on top of the league so far. 4 wins, both North London clubs. Arsenal and Tottenham, 4 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses. We're just ahead on goal difference at the moment. And you see down the bottom, it's Fulham, Birmingham and West Ham. But yeah, interesting to see how this table will turn out. Looking very good so far, although Tottenham haven't conceded a goal yet in 4 games, so that Jose Mourinho has really got that defence really strong. But yeah, just looking at in our squad hub now. Quickly just going to check the stats here. No surprise though who's leading the goal scoring. Aubameyang with 6 goals, next closest is Auer and Saka with 2. And then a few other players sprinkling in there, Gabriel, Partey and Pepe and Martinelli. Hoping to see a lot more of Martinelli this year, even if it is mostly just a super sub type role for Aubameyang or Saka, because Martinelli can play on the left wing. Although I did convert him to a striker, left wing still his secondary. But you see, we have quite a few players out of contract here, so make sure you drop comments below on who you think I should re-sign. I've got a pretty good idea. I'd probably just re-sign all of them and just sell them if I want to get rid of them. Maybe except for this Oli Inca guy. He doesn't look good enough to make it, so I might just let him just play out his contract and just let him go for free. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.